How the heck are you, everybody? I am Fastidious. A big friendly welcome back to the channel to H-Dubs. We got HWZ here today to talk about the very exciting event, 2x on primal shards. Let me move my head out of the way so people can see. There's the primal shards. You can see my giant stockpile there. And this 2x is pretty special, isn't it, H-Dubs?
Yeah, man, because we actually get a 2x opportunity to get mythicals.
Yeah, so let's just get right into it. This has been pretty rare. So if we actually look here, shout out to a Yumi Love. He's tracked all the rate up banners going back to 2019, which is pretty remarkable. You can see the rate ups on mythicals, pretty fresh new thing, just over a year that this has been happening since the end of 2023. But this actually looks better than the reality, right? Because not all of these have had a 2x on mythicals. So what do I mean by that? There'll be some kind of 2x rate up, but if we look to the primal shards here, maybe it's on epics and legendaries, but not mythicals. So how many times, and do you remember which specific ones were for mythicals?
For sure, the May 31st date and the December 24th date.
Gotcha.
Other than that, I don't think the others were 2x for mythical, because I pulled shards whenever there was a 2x for mythicals, and I have no videos for the other dates. So.
No records of the others. Well, I mean, that kind of tells you all you need to know. So for the first time they ever did a rate up was the end of December, end of the year, 2023. Then it took them a good 5 months and 2 days to finally bring it back. Well, they brought one back in between, but to bring it back properly with 2x. And these ones, neither of them were 2x on the actual mythicals. That's what you're looking for. And then it took another, 7 months. And now we're waiting again. I guess now it's been about 2.5, 3 months. This is special. This is special, isn't it?
Yeah, man. A lot of people are going to be wanting to pull theirs, whether they bought them or saved them up. So hopefully everybody can get something good out of it.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a little harder for us. You were saying you had a tiny stockpile just like me, right?
Yeah, man. I've only got one.
Okay, we each got one. I actually got 1.3. We'll see if there's some way to get another 70 of these. I doubt it. But that's what YOLOing is for. Would you say this is the most exciting time in Raid, or is it too whaley specific, hard to save these up in comparison to something like a 2x on Voids, which is something the whole community can collectively always get excited about? Where would you rank this in terms of the hype that you can get on a Raid up banner?
It's pretty low, to be honest, man. Just because, the odds of you getting the mythical is so rough already. The primal shard is too hard to get if you aren't spending. And when I say spending, I mean like a substantial amount, because they're not cheap. I would say it's pretty low, man, because you get a mythical, yeah, that's going to be major dopamine overload, right? But the odds of it happening are just so bad that I can't put it above a 2x void, man.
Yeah, no.
Or even ancient.
Yeah, I feel like, I'm fresh on my return to the game, but just thinking about it, like maybe you can take us through how many you think you can save of these a month or every 2 months or frankly every 6 months, because that seems like about how often you get to take advantage of this event. But it really seems like such a crapshoot, and the vast majority of people are just going to pull single digits, be disappointed, and move on with their lives.
Yeah, so I could actually do you one better.
Please.
My clanmate, he took off from the game for about a year, and when he came back, I pulled his primals, all saved up, free to play, because he had a driver, and he was able to get about 78 of them in a year. Yeah.
All right, so what does that come out to? That's like just over 6 a month, right? 6 a month would be 72, so 6.5 a month.
Which is pretty much on par, right? Because you can get some from Live Arena, but that's capped per month. Mm-hmm. You can get lucky with RNG and get some from Hydra Clash. And so that would be, there's 4 of those per month. So maybe you get some from that as well. Maybe let's say you get 2 from there. And then you can get some from Siege as well, which is twice a month. So that's the numbers work out.
I guess the big takeaway is you can get some, but don't get your hopes up too much unless you're willing to swipe that credit card. I will do a quick plug. Tomorrow I'm pulling at a minimum 650 primals for Moat Carp, a big member of the community who has swiped the card 1 or 2 times. So that should be pretty fun. I guess the big takeaway I want to say, though, before I this is going to be a short video, we'll hand it over to you, is over here with these primals, you guys can see the rates are if these were available, the rates are kind of cool. It's always this basically a locked in 2x for epics, even without rate up, a locked in 2x on legendaries without rate up, and then the mythicals paltry. But you can see when the whole thing's on 2x like it is tomorrow, and this is kind of the most exciting thing, I think, for people like us with only one summon, you still have a pretty solid chance because to get something. And I don't mean a mythical. Trust me, I don't. But if we look, everything is on 2x. So if you do that quick math, it's 16, 1, and then 0.5%. Add that together, you get 17.5%. On the 2x, now it's a 35% chance every pull you get at least an epic. So I know some people, you're not ripping primal shards looking for an epic, but it's a pretty cool consolation prize if we want to look for that silver lining. Do you feel that way, H-dubs?
Definitely, especially if you're still progressing your account and you've picked up a couple primals, you grab a couple epics, and hopefully they're good ones and they're able to help you out.
This one I only got from the free anniversary gift. I'm assuming it's the same for you.
No, I just got one from Siege, actually.
Okay,
so I haven't even claimed mine from the anniversary. I get mine tonight.
Actually, maybe then I didn't. Okay, I was mistaken. So actually, I'm going to be living large. So will you. We'll both have 2 because the anniversary gimme is coming here on day 3 in 6 hours and 8 minutes from the time of filming. So that's something I guess everyone that claimed the pack when it came out, I guess a day and a half ago, we all can look forward to. So that's something, right?
2 shots at glory.
Okay, I do want to ask though. We have to address it. The way you're going to get these for the vast majority of people is by swiping that credit card, spending a little money for a decent spender. Maybe you can define the level of spender you have to be to justify this. This feels like a pretty good time to spend when there's a 2x on everything. Would you agree? And maybe are there any qualifications you want to add to like who should be doing it? Maybe what kind of packs and maybe per primal prices you're looking for?
Yeah, I think it's about what you value in the game. Like people who like PvP and are more PvP geared, yeah, this is the time to spend, right? Or you should have been spending because they're not going to put out great primal packs, this weekend. They might have a few, you'll be able to get some, but the better value ones are going to be offered, weeks in advance. So I think it depends on your play style, how much you care about the game and whatnot, because primals, mythical champions, like they're everywhere now. They're needed to be competitive in a few spaces. So I think it just depends on you. You got to make an informed decision for yourself.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm seeing these deals right here in like the basic pack shop. It looks like once a week you can snag 1 for $5. You can snag 4 for 25. So what does that come out to? That's like $6.25 each. And then this over here is going to be about 8 for 50. It's going to be about $6.25 as well. Actually, are these worthy? Would you say? Do these feel like good price points for a decent spender? Obviously, this isn't for any kind of low spender.
Oh, I know people that buy these, so
that doesn't mean it's good.
It's not good at all.
So maybe I guess the zoom out, right? Probably there's a 2x on primals starting tomorrow that's going to last through the weekend. Knowing Polarium, you can't expect they're going to give you some real juicy deals. So it seems like the strategy for a spender is you've got months in between these proper 2x on everything, including mythicals. Hunt the good deals as they come. Do you just maybe to like wrap it up here? Do you have a thought on what maybe for a spender a good target price is? Is it $3 a primal? Is it $2? Is it $4?
I haven't looked at the offers, so I can't tell you exactly what would be a great deal. And like I said, I don't really buy primals at all, so I don't think I'm qualified.
I appreciate you saying you're not the expert on it. I'm assuming the HH Gaming website is powered by a lot of spending experts. So if you actually go to his offer calculator, it's coming out to 1 mythical shard or 1 primal is being valued at $3. So maybe we'll call it that, huh?
I'm seeing a particular offer above average deal would be $4.94 per primal.
That would be above average?
That would be above average. So the average is worse.
So if you want to,
is worse.
If you want to find this nice estimation by the HH Gaming of $3, you got to be looking high and wide. I guess a fun way to wrap this up maybe is you've been playing religiously for a long time now since the introduction of the primal shards, right? And you don't spend so much money. You're just kind of a very advanced endgame account. How do you feel you've performed on your primal shards?
Terrible, man. I've only pulled 2 mythicals from primals, and this is with me spending $15 of my own money, and then a clanmate bought me maybe like 20 or so primals once, but everything else is just what I get from the game. So I've only pulled 2 mythicals from primals.
Who'd you get?
I got a Laz and I got a Fetus a couple weeks ago, but I've had the Laz maybe a couple months now. A Laz is very solid.
Is
But
Alaz
everything else,
is he the barbarian?
Laz
with
is,
yeah.
yep.
He seems phenomenal though. A little counterattack.
He's
action.
great, man. Amazing for Chimera. Can do great damage for Arena as well. He's a solid champ. Could be using Hydra too. Overall, pretty good.
So let's both pull. I'm gonna pull him tomorrow. You should pull something new. We'll let you get a Galathier. How about that?
I'll take a Galathier.
All right. I guess to bring this home, I'm just curious. Because when I stopped playing Raid, that would have been like officially stopped. It would have been like the beginning of 2023, and certainly this did not exist in the game. You can see the first ever Raid up, which was not a 2x on Mythicals, just a normal 2x on Epics and Legendaries. That was the end of 2023. Is that around when they were introduced, or were they introduced a little bit before then?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't long before then, I'll say. It was probably that big, like, fall update, either summer or fall, because I remember them sending things out to, like, a few content creators, and each one introduced a mythical. So it wasn't that far before the 2X.
All right, so it's been like maybe at most 2.5 years. You've gotten 2. You're going to pull a Galathier tomorrow. I think actually I'm going to pull 2 mythicals if that's cool with you, even though I'm only going to have 2 summons. Man. Yeah, I think I'll take a Laz. Yeah, and then I really like the Sylvan Watcher one. I'll give a shout out to her. I'm going to try to will this. Oh, not this one. Her. Our base. Is she good? She looks so cool in this form.
Oh, yeah. I love her, man. I have her.
You have her?
Yeah, I got her from Remnant Summon.
Oh, so you've pulled more than 2. Okay, we're taking a veer right at the end here. So you're getting them from Remnant Summons as well. So you're finding other ways to get your mythicals. That's a story for another day, though. Best of luck to everyone. Remember, guys, tomorrow it's a 2x on everything. So even if you just got one shot at glory, 35% chance, over a 1 in 3 chance, you'll get something better than a paltry rare. And yeah, let us know how your summons go. If you get a mythical, please pop up in the comments. Any final words, final thoughts, H-dubs?
Test your luck, guys. Don't save those primals because it's going to be a long while before we get another 2x mythical.
Awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, HWZ. Share with your mother, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.